Yoink.
How goes it?
I'll take that greater soul gem. Oh yeah, man. Oh, we're not doing that.
That the Countess is quite upset lately.
Nope.
Apparently, Oh? Goodbye.
Okay. Cool. All right. The wood elf sells the good conjuration spells, but he's on lunch between 12 and 2. Okay, so he should be back here somewhere. Where's the wood elf, bro? Maybe he's up here.
I am Alberic Litter of the Mages Guild.
You're a filthy human.
May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
Okay. So summon ghost. How is that? How is summon ghost? Seems like that's the most expensive. Let's try to find the other guy first. Hey, Thrill, what's up, buddy?
What?
What's up, dude?
Bye.
Hi. Yoink. Don't mind me just taking all your stuff. Taking those flowers. Right. So many books. Okay. Oh, that was... Wait, that was him? This guy? I can't buy from him.
What can I do for?
I don't think it's
Good
him.
day.
Ooh, one sec, chat. Oh, cool. Okay. So I did get notification that I can show that thing I got. One sec. Oh, we got one. Big old Chungus box. Oh, woo! Good God, it's a brick. Look at that thing. Jeez, it's heavy. We're doing an activation pretty soon that's involved in this thing, so I finally had to get one. Yeah, it's gonna be wild. We'll see how it is. Gonna get this set up very soon, and we'll get all plugged in for a game coming out soon. Cool. All right. Let's keep going. So we need to find the actual Conjo dude. Shelby's around here somewhere. Grab you and you. Crumbled pieces of paper. Strange. Assassination. Dude, where is this guy? I have no clue where this dude is. The elf you talked to was the right guy, but he has to be down in the lobby to sell. Oh. Really? Wait, did I get in here with the door? What's going on here? Did they lock the door behind me? No, here. Did they lock the door behind me? A little awkward. Oh, no, they didn't. Oh, I'm just totally lost. Okay, no, that's cool. Fingers of the Mountain. Wasn't that the book that I had to get for that other person? Dad, I think I live in this room now. I think this is my life. Oh.
Good evening.
Hi.
How
oh, wait.
are you?
Oh, wait. Did the dude go downstairs? I think he might have. Or upstairs, I guess? It's the living quarters.
What is it? Go ahead, please.
Nice.
May I interest you in some of my
Okay.
fine wares?
What is... Oh my god, I can't summon these. That's how much... Oh, I could summon a Dremora. Is that good? Headless zombie. Clan Fear is solid. I don't know if we can do it. Can we do a Clan Fear? No, we don't have enough. We don't have enough magicka for a Clan Fear. Not for a bit, unfortunately. We have 130 currently. So we'll get the Dremora for now.
Thank you. Come again.
I love that they all say that.
Good that you want to get better.
You too.
All right, I need to find... Let's go sell to lady here. Whoops. Nice, dude.
Well met.
Hi there. Good evening. What's going on with you? I heard people saying they ran into goblins around here not long ago.
Do you ever spend time in the
Cool.
open closure?
I've had
Avoid
many
those
meetings.
things whenever I can.
Oh, wow, it doesn't last for long, though, does
Sure,
it?
it may not be the best
Take care.
but it suits me.
That's a real short spell. We're going to have to see if we can increase that duration. Yeah, that's pretty rough. 20 seconds is not a long time. You just summoned a whole dude? I did. I summoned a whole ass dude. A whole ass dude. Do, 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 do. Okay. Perfect.
Hail.
Hail and well met, sir. Was that a whole ass co-dumpy dude? Yes.
Greetings. I hope I can help. Let's do business.
All right, chat. Let's see. Sort by weight. All but one.
That's more than I'd usually pay.
Oh, dude, she's buying it 85%? Hell yeah, man. Do it. Making that gold back.
That seems a...
Okay.
an excellent bargain. That seems a...
I should use some of these instead of selling them. Great. Just finished Act 1 of Clair Obscura. Man, the game did a full reverse Uno on me. I was not expecting that. Dude, I know.
Thank you.
It's
Come
so
again.
good. It's so good.
Good day.
Oh! I can enchant my weapon, can't I? We gotta get that figured out. Yeah, we gotta do some weapon enchanting, man. Okay, let's go back and do what we were doing, which was right down here. Let's go to the Gotcha Inn. Actually, we'll go to Anvil and we'll travel up. Enchantment! That's right. Exactly. Enchantment. Okay. Why does the 2K on the NPC not go down? So the gold value on NPCs is actually the max item value they can buy, not how much money they have on them. It's a little weird. I swear I heard someone moaning. Maybe not. Krata Cave. Oh, oh.
Yield slave. Shattered weakling.
Yeah, shatter weakling.
First blood sap.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, he KOS's them because they're Daedra. Oh, that's hilarious. Whoops. I love that. Oh, God. Ma'am?
Look at the muscles on you.
Oh, drive by. Well, thank you, madam. You have a great day. What a nice person. All right. Drive-by compliment. I'll take it. Obviously, we passed this cave, so we have to investigate it. Obviously. Okay. I know. Why don't women ever say to that to me on the road? I want drive-by compliments. Damn.
I feel quite hungry. You look quite thirsty.
Well, not like that, Henry. Sir. Damn. That was a dick move. Getting that mushroom. The light spell actually works decently when you're in a little passageway. What's going on, Tion? What's going on, Tion? Please hydrate. I will, thank you. Who am I even fighting in here? Like a gold ring? Hello? I don't know what's going on in here, but I'm cool with it. Oh, it's a quest area for later. Okay. Well, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, because there's like nothing here right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and loot it, I guess. And then when we come back here later, hopefully it'll have like more stuff in it. I think that sounds like a good plan. What do you guys think? Hell yeah, dude. It sounds amazing. Yeah. I like the way you think. Because it's the way I think, apparently. So we're going to get along swimmingly. Okay, let's go down here. Oh, hell yeah. Take all that. What's in the covered pot? An onion! There was an onion in a cup. I bet that onion's delicious. That shepherd's pie. Mmm, stewed onions. I think we're about done here. I think we're done. There's really not much going on here. Okay, let's go. Totally didn't realize there's a take all option when looting chests. Yeah, it's super convenient. You just tap R. Yep. Can we skip the quest too? Oh, I don't even know what the quest is, dude. Whatever's going on in here, we do not have any access to it now, that's for sure. There are no enemies, there's nothing to do in here. So let's go ahead and head out. Nice. All right. So we're still heading to the inn up the road. Perfect. Illusion to 20. Awesome. Once we get 25, we'll make that new, or we'll go get that Night Eye spell. Hopefully that'll make the dungeons a little easier. Am I going to play the new update for No Rest for the Wicked? Probably not. Probably not going to play the new update for No Rest for the Wicked, because kind of an interesting situation with that game. So they released a giant patch, and apparently the giant patch was not great. In fact, it dropped their rating, I think, to like mixed or something. It was not good. It was not good enough to the point where one of the designers of No Rest for the Wicked made a post, and he was like, yeah, yesterday being the day they released the patch, was one of the worst days of my life. And it's like, damn. Okay. So not only are they like, they had to write like basically a manifesto on how they're going to fix what they changed, but on top of that, and I'm going to be a little blunt here. I'm a little worried they're kind of freaking out right now, because the guy that makes No Rest for the Wicked, the main designer, put up this long post basically saying, our players aren't using attributes correctly, so I think we're going to retcon the whole system. And it's kind of like, you may not need to go that far with it. So, yeah. That's a problem. What am I talking about? Well, apparently they were looking at their data, and like they're very frustrated that a lot of people are like putting points into stats that their weapons aren't using and then complaining about not being powerful. Which, I mean, that is a problem, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily the devs' problem. But basically, I think they're kind of overreacting to the negative feedback. So we'll see. I hope I'm wrong, but yeah, because I kind of like the attribute system. I think it's fine. Like, I think it fits.
Hi.
I don't think they need to change the whole thing.
Everyone's talking about the hero of Cohh.
But we'll see.
They say he actually went into an Oblivion.
But this is what I will say. If you want more information, I think his name is Thomas. Hold on, let me pull it up, because I see some people in. I saw some people in chat wanting to know it. His name is, I think, Thomas Mahler, and that work? There we go. Okay, let me see real quick here if I can bring up the tweet that I was talking about here. But yeah, needless to say, not something I was really expecting from them, because they seemed like they were right. Like, they seemed like things were going great. So, yeah, I don't know. Darn it, I can't see his name. They clarified that they want to add more depth without having people fall into a trap. Interesting. Let me see here. Unfortunately, I cannot find this guy's Twitter, of course. Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. Okay, this guy right here. Yeah, his name is Thomas Mahler. And he is the CEO, creative director of Moon Game Studios. So he put up the post. They've been posting like crazy lately. One thing that's become abundantly clear to us is that the attribute system has to die. We've always been a bit wary using this system, but we wanted to go ahead with it anyway. So he's put up like this long post about. Yeah, it's going to be real interesting to see how this works out. I'm not sold on this change. So like at all. Like I think this, like I said here, it's going to be very interesting to see how this pivot works out. Yeah, because like, I don't know. So we'll see.
Oh,
Brian says, Cohh the Game Killer?
Provinces?
I've heard that the great
Cohh the Game
houses
Killer,
of
what are you talking about?
Morrowind are in upheaval.
Yeah,
Indor
I'm not
is
doing
in
anything.
ruins,
We're
and
talking about
Morrowind is
a
besieged by
patch
the
another
Nords
game
of
is having.
Skyrim.
Yeah.
Morrowind has always been a troubling place. It seems it is more so now.
What are you?
Why?
Hello.
All right then.
Yes,
I'm
you are.
listening.
I am what?
Everyone's saying there's
What
trouble.
do you? What do you?
in
I don't even know what
The
you're
whole
talking
town
about.
Well met.
destroyed. Only a few survivors.
I'm very confused.
Just terrible.
We were talking about a
question.
post that the
Hi.
No Rest for the Wicked dev
Hi.
put up, and that the changes they're saying they're making it.
Hi.
His response
Hello
was
there.
bacon on burgers. Are you drunk? You're drunk again, aren't you, Brian? Okay, I think Brian's drunk.
Hello, stranger.
I don't even think he knows what he's talking about.
Karahill has
All right.
sent you, has she not? Go and speak with Christoph.
He said
Then
sorry.
tell him
It's
for the
okay.
night.
That's fine.
Once you have
We're
your
good.
room, I will meet you there. If anyone asks, you
You're
are a
fine.
traveling merchant, nothing more. Do not say otherwise to anyone. No,
Okay.
friend, I'm afraid I don't know the way to Shaden Hall, but good luck in your travels. Please excuse me.
Uh-oh. I need to rent a bed for the night while posing as a traveling
Don't
merchant.
speak to me further until you've rented a room. Then I'll come find you.
Adam, I'm married. Ugh.
Welcome to the Brina Cross Inn. Let me guess. Traveling on business? You don't look like you're out for a stroll.
Brian says, brother, to be real, I feel like you don't like the remake. I love you guys. Sorry. I don't like this? I'm having a pretty good time with this game, actually. But no. Yeah, I don't know. No need to be sorry. It's okay. You're good. You're good. But no, I'm actually really enjoying it. To be fair, though, I hate all games.
Ah, yes, thought so. We get many of them traveling through here. Oh, well, we used to. Haven't seen as many lately. What with the, well, you know, the murders. I don't like to
dead
talk about
people,
it much, as
you know.
it's bad for business.
You ever play Starfield? I did.
At any rate, would you care for a bed for the night?
Yes.
Right then. The bed is just upstairs at the back of the inn. Sleep well.
Love you, Cohh. Thanks, dude. You're good, man. Don't worry
You
about
too.
it.
Pardon me. Did I hear you say that you're a traveling merchant?
I'm very That's right.
Don't you worry, what with the recent killings and all? I'd be ever so scared if it were me. I haven't left the inn in days, just in case. Well, you take care of yourself. I'd hate to hear about another senseless death. Good luck to you.
Oh my. That's a great point, Zatone. Zatone's reminded me that talking with weapons out messes with stuff. I need to make sure not to do that.
How are you?
Yeah, Starfield for me, started out relatively strong. I was kind of feeling Starfield. I liked the ship building. I love exploring Bethesda worlds, so that part was fun. But the game really started falling apart the more I played it. So the problem for me with Starfield was, first of all, the
Hello
first
there.
major roadblock for me, I'll say this real quick. First major roadblock was when I realized that the outpost stuff was completely just not designed. They designed the outpost system like 75% of the way through and then just stopped. And me wanting to fully explore it, I got to that stopping point and was like, oh shit, this is totally broken. Like, this is totally broken. Like, I can't even do what I want to do. And I spent like 20 hours working on it, so that was very disappointing. Then, the next thing that really killed Starfield for me was realizing just how bad the procedural generation system was. you can't have a Bethesda game and have the player revisit the exact same dungeon for the 15th time. Like it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. And then the procedural generated land was just not interesting at all. So the big, and then on top of that, and this is just a total personal thing. I felt the writing in Starfield was abysmal. I thought the main story was about I felt the main story was lame. I felt it was just dumb. And I felt like there was some of the side stories and characters were okay, but like it just wasn't good. And the part and the final nail in the coffin for me, the final nail in the coffin was playing Starfield in parallel with Cyberpunk 2.0 and around the time of Baldur's Gate 3 made me fundamentally realize how dated the Bethesda loop is. Like, having a sandwich of like Cyberpunk 2.0 and Baldur's Gate 3 with Starfield in the middle just makes all of the stuff that Starfield doesn't do well like shine. And man, I couldn't even finish the DLC. I couldn't finish the Starfield DLC. I got too uninvested. And that sucks because, and here's the worst part, the Starfield DLC was actually Bethesda returning to form. The DLC for Starfield was a giant sandbox to explore. If that's what Starfield would have been, it would have been a better game. It would have been a better game if they had just made handcrafted areas for all the areas in Starfield. No question. No question. So it really was unfortunate that like they tried with the DLC. But it's like at that point, people like me were already kind of checked out. It was too much. So yeah, that's kind of where we were with Starfield. Just kind of a ball of suck. I really wanted it to be like the next thing, and it ended up being kind of a step back in a lot of ways. They tried to do stuff that they just weren't good at. And they didn't do the stuff that they were good at.
Be safe to speak here.
So, yeah.
Once you've rested, you'll need to continue along the Gold Road heading east towards Cohh.
Okay.
I shall be following out of sight along with a fellow battle mage. Make no attempts to speak to us. Trust that we will protect you. Should you be confronted by this cowardly mage, do not hesitate to protect yourself by whatever means possible. Once the mage has revealed himself, we will step in and settle the matter quickly. Now, get yourself some sleep. You'll need to be well rested.
What are my hopes for ES6? I hope for an Unreal wrapper. I would hate for this game to look better than Elder Scrolls 6. So at this point, I hope Bethesda's thinking about how they're going to do this treatment to ES6. Because I don't think there's any way that players are going to be okay waiting for another year at least, probably 2 to 3 years, and then getting a game that looks worse than the Oblivion remake. So now that the Oblivion remake is up to Unreal 5 quality, ES6 has to be that or higher. They have changed the bar. So that's the first thing. The second thing is my first of all, I'm not too concerned about this, but my second hope is of course to make sure that they return to their much better form of games like this. Like, I don't want any procedural generation in ES6. You tried it in Starfield and it failed. Don't do anything procedural in ES6. Just leave it alone. Like maybe some kind of basic Radiant quest system if you really want to have a procedural system, but do not touch procedural level or land generation. You tried it, it didn't work. It's not your forte.
Hail.
So that alone will make ES6 a better game than Starfield, in my opinion. Because somebody will be looking at all the stuff players will see, and we won't run into those horrible repetition scenarios that we saw in Starfield that just killed any level of immersion anyone had. There's Procgen and Oblivion and all those games too. That's true. Now, don't get me wrong, especially older games like this did use a lot of similar gens and stuff like that. And, there's dungeons that look the same and they're tiled like Warframe. But even then, at least every dungeon was gone through and itemized manually. So there's a difference between procedural generation, like what Starfield was doing, and procedural level design, which is what these guys are doing. Which is what older companies did to save resources. And some companies still do today. But there is a difference between like on the fly procedural generation that involves a whole system doing all sorts of things and a procedural generation of a system that then a level designer goes through and designs properly. So that's, if they do the latter, I don't care. They did that in Elden Ring. If you do it right, it's fine. Like if you do procedural level generation right, it's totally okay. So, because again, there's a human element that's always there. The problem is when you have a procedural system, when you are procedurally generating the experience on the fly, and then that experience starts spawning in boring levels, repetitive levels. The player sees the same thing 10 times, because that's when the whole thing just falls apart. Yep. Yep. Okay. Anyway. She did say just to head east, right? Yeah, okay. That's what Starfield did, though. They just generated too much. They couldn't populate it with the human touch after it was generated. No, well, no, the problem with Starfield was they procedurally generated their planets. So when you landed on a planet, like, oh shoot. When you landed on a planet, it would then basically like spawn that planet kind of thing. And when it did that spawning of the planet, it may randomly put down structures you had already been to 10 times before. So that was a big issue. And no human element had any influence in that situation working. And then, of course, every planet started out flat, and it was just, the whole thing was just a mess. Hi.
I'm afraid your journey ends here, traveler.
Caminalda?
I'll be taking whatever you're carrying. After you're dead, of course. I do hope it's more than the last few had. They were most disappointing.
Wait.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
Yeah!
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Show me what you've got.
Ow. This girl hurts. Let's pop on a damage health on her. Using invisibility. Potion healing.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
Get him, guards. Get him, boys.
Remember the Emperor!
Remember the Emperor! That's what I said.
You're outmatched, Elf!
Yeah. That would have been a really hard fight without the guards. Ooh, 100 gold. Wait a second, she had a key. Now, just to be clear, this is the girl that was staying in the inn, right? That was her, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Okay, so let's go back and see if we can, like, if there's a chest in her room.
Hello there.
Hi, thanks for your help, by the way. You absolute boss lady. Okay.
Yes?
Is that a battle mage?
Be
Is that what
seen.
he is? That outfit looks awesome. Look at the muscles on me. Oh. Thanks, baby.
Good morning.
Okay, so I was thinking we could maybe open her chest, but would we have to go through this hard door? Oh. Yo. I'm going to lunch. Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here this morning. I hope you enjoyed more awesome progress in this game. I feel like every time we've played this game, the last few streams, have been like giant, palpable increases in power. Now we have a brand new summon. We got a base. We've got like this is great. So I can't wait to play more of this tomorrow. I'm loving this playthrough. We have so much stuff to do, and we have so much more stuff to do. So hope you join us then. That being said, I'm going to take a lunch break real quick. I'll be back in about an hour. And when I am back, we're going to be doing some Claire Obscure this afternoon. So going to be doing more of the endgame stuff, probably back around 12:30 or so. And what I'm going to do now is raid over to my alt channel, twitch.tv/Cohh. There's a viewer voted replay playing there. If you want to hang out with the community, when I get back, we'll raid back here and go from there. So see you guys soon. Have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are around the globe. As always, thank you so much for being here. I will see you soon for more fun and games. Bye-bye.